This is Bob Guerrero of New Concept Video Sports, and today it's football, a Northwest Crossroads Conference showdown when the 2-2 Lowell Red Devils come to town to take on the 2-2 Hobart Brickies. What we have on this evening are two equally talented teams in the Red Devils and Brickies. Each club is well coached in Lowell's Keith Kilmer and Hobart's Craig Osika, and both teams have a winning tradition. When these two teams hit the field, you never know what can happen, and a good example is the game here tonight. A contest that started with two exceptionally skilled defenses holding their own early on, then an offensive battle that ended in the style of a prize fight. When you think of high school football in the region, these two teams are at the top of everyone's list, and this showdown was not disappointing. Stay tuned for one of the area's better games of the evening, and watch every snap in this commercial-free highlight reel. Then download the game at no cost. It's New Concept Video Sports' way of supporting the student-athlete. We hope you enjoy this highlight reel when the Hobart Brickies battle the Lowell Red Devils. The Mickey Jankovic kick to start the game was a touchback, so the Lowell Red Devils will begin at their own 20, first and 10. Taking the snaps for the Red Devils on this evening will be junior Riley Bank, and he handed the ball to senior Joseph Hewer, but there reading it perfectly was Bricky senior Mark Enslin. But before the snap, an encroachment call on the Brickies moved the ball up 5 yards. It was back to Joseph Hewer, and this time he picked up about 3 for Lowell. Then on a makeable 3rd and 5, the Red Devils spread the field. Next, a short strike to senior Ryan Marks, but he was dropped shy of the marker by Dakota Vanderberg, and a nice first series stop by the Bricks. The Christopher Jankosik kick went out of bounds at the Hobart 34, and that's where the home team will begin offensively this evening. Under center for Hobart will be senior Luke Abbott to start things off, and the first play from scrimmage he called his own number, picking up a nice chunk of yards. Before sophomore Malachi James jarred the ball loose, and it was recovered by Sean Lamping, and the Lowell Red Devils are back in business. So on 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line, quarterback Riley Bank on the keeper for about 6 yards. Next, senior Joseph Hewer got the call, and he was able to pick up about 3. It was back to Hewer, and he was able to reset the chains inside Hobart territory at the 43-yard line. On 1st down for the Red Devils, another Bank keeper for about 4 yards. This time it was Joseph Hewer for a few, and a 3rd down coming up from the Bricky 36-yard line. Then on 3rd down, Bank carried, but came up short of the marker, and Coach Keith Kilmer decided on a 4th down attempt. So on 4th and a long yard, the ball was handed to Joseph Hewer, and he was stacked up by the Bricky D, and Hobart will take over on downs. From their own 33-yard line in 1st and 10, freshman Noah Ehrlich is taking the snaps, and his pass fell incomplete, and a 2nd down next up. The 2nd down snap was handed to Trey Gibson for a couple, bringing up a 3rd and long. On the snap, Ehrlich targeted Luke Abbott over the middle, but they're making the stop short of the 1st down marker was senior John Johnson, and now Hobart will punt the ball away. Before the 4th down snap, a procedure call on Hobart will move the ball back 5 additional yards, and Hobart will try again. The Mickey Jankovic punt bounced around before Nathan Queer touched the ball at the 26, and that's where the Red Devils will take over. On the snap, Riley Bank was in trouble, but he was able to dump it off to John Johnson before the hit. And the Lowell senior picked up some nice yardage. But a personal foul on the Red Devils will nullify the run, and they will try again, this time 1st and 15 from the 21-yard line. On first down, it was Joseph Ewer up to the 27. It was Ewer again, carrying the pile up to the 31-yard line. Then on 3rd and 5, a nice sideline pass from Riley Bank to John Johnson at the midfield stripe, and a fresh set of downs for the visitors. The first down snap was a Riley Bank keeper, but he was stacked up at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the carry. It was Bank again, carrying to the Hobart 44, and a 3rd and about 4 next up. This time, Bank powered his way, and another first down at the bricky 39. Then on the final play of the quarter, another Bank keeper for about a yard. And that will do it here in the first with a score at 0. Back with second quarter play coming up. The Red Devils will open the second at the 38-yard line and a 2nd and 9. The ball was handed to Ryan Marks, but he was dropped for no gain by junior Gavin Miller. Then on a nice play by Riley Bank rolling right, then against the grain fired a pass intended for Sean Lamping, who was smacked by Colton Charo, and the Lowell senior couldn't hang on to the ball, and the Red Devils will have to punt. The punt went out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a 1st and 10 for Hobart. A quick Ehrlich to Jankovic pass up to the 33, and a reset of the chains. On first down, the same combination, but this time the pass fell incomplete. It was Trey Gibson's turn, and he was dropped for a loss of 2 by senior Josh Moore, who came through untouched and dropped the Hobart back. Next, a pass to senior Josh Tejada, but short of the first down marker, and a Hobart punt. The kick was caught at the 27-yard line, and so far a defensive struggle here at Don Howell Field at the Brickyard. And now Lowell will have another offensive opportunity. On first down, it was Joseph Ewer who was able to move the chains up to the 38, and another Colton Charo tackle. It was Ewer for 3 up to the 41, and Gavin Miller making the stop. Then a Riley Bank keeper, and a loss of 1 on the carry. It was Riley Bank again, and he tucked it away and was dropped short of the first down sticks. But on the play, a Lowell holding penalty, and the Bricks decided to push the Red Devils back to the 29, and a replay of the down. A good call by the Hobart staff when on the 3rd down play, the D-line overpowered their way to the Lowell play caller and dropped him for a loss, and another Red Devil boot. The punt went out of bounds at the Lowell 31. On first down, it was Gibson on the carry for a few. On 2nd and 7, an Ehrlich to Abbott connection, and a first down at the midfield stripe. Then another nice play, this time by the Bricky offensive line, opening a lane for Trey Gibson, and the junior back carried down to the 37. Before the next snap, a procedure call on Hobart will move the ball back to the 42, and now the Bricks are looking at a 1st and 15. Trey Gibson on the carry to the original line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 10, Noah Ehrlich stepped back, looked, then stepped up and fired a strike to Luke Abbott at the 31. With a little over 3.5 minutes left in the half and 3rd and 4, Noah Ehrlich had one target in mind, and that was senior Mickey Jankovic, who caught the ball in stride. And finally, we have points on the board in this contest. Mickey Jankovic and the Hobart Brickies lead the Lowell Red Devils by 6. On the kickoff, disaster almost hit the Red Devils when Ryan Marks, who made the catch inside the 10, carried to the 33 where the ball was knocked loose. Fortunately for Lowell, they were able to recover and a 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line, and plenty of time remaining before the break. Then on a design keeper, a fine Riley Bank run, breaking a tackle and carrying inside Bricky territory down to the 43-yard line. And now the visitors have something going. On 1st down, not much there when Joseph Ewer got the call and carried for maybe a yard. On 2nd and 9, the Red Devils weren't on the same page, and a mix-up in the backfield. Riley Bank tucked it away, but he was dropped from behind by Gavin Miller, and a 3rd down coming up. Gavin Miller made an impact on the next play as well, when he came through without resistance and hit the low play caller, jarring the ball loose. And Johnny on the spot was senior Jacob Irizarry, who scooped up the ball and carried to the 29-yard line. And now the Brickies have a golden opportunity. Then on the next play, Noah Ehrlich had all the time in the world, and he unloaded a pass to a wide-open Trey Gibson, who beat his defender, and the Brickies have scored again. So Hobart decided on a deuce attempt, but before the initial snapped an encroachment penalty on the Red Devils, moved the ball halfway to the goal. On the snap, a pass attempt that was defended well fell incomplete. So with $1:49 left in the half, Hobart leads by 2 touchdowns. On the kickoff, more tough luck for the Red Devils. When on the return, junior Braden Walker, who made the catch at the 3, carried to the 17 where he was stripped of the ball. And making the recovery for Hobart was Jacob Irizarry again. And again, Hobart has plenty of time left in the quarter to extend their lead. It was Trey Gibson running hard to the 9-yard line. Then on second down, linebacker Kyle Simmons came through on the blitz and hit Noah Ehrlich, jarring the ball loose. And making the fumble recovery was senior Logan Aker, and the Red Devils dodged a bullet. The first down snap was a Riley Bank keeper up to the 37-yard line. It was Bank calling his own number again, up to the 40. Then a pass on second down was nearly picked off, bringing up a 3rd and 7 for the Red Devils. Then it was Joseph Ewer with a reset of the chains up to the 47. With a half-minute remaining, a pass to Joseph Ewer in the flats. And he beat a couple defenders on a nice run down to the Hobart 36 with 21 seconds left. On first down, an incomplete pass. Next, a pass over the middle that was nearly intercepted, and a 3rd and 10 coming up. This time, a Bank keeper for 8, and a Lowell timeout, and the visitors will have enough time for one play with just one tick remaining in the half. Finally, a pass in the end zone that fell incomplete, and the quarter is over. At the half, the Brickies lead the Red Devils by 12. Second half action coming up. The Caden Britton kick to restart the game was grabbed at the 10-yard line by Luke Abbott, who carried to the 25. And the Brickies will have the ball right there, leading by a couple touchdowns. Then on the first play from scrimmage, Ehrlich handed the ball to Trey Gibson. And again, the offensive line did their job. And once in the secondary, the junior back did the rest, sprinting to the end zone to extend the lead over their Northwest Conference foes. The Mickey Jankovic extra point was good. The Brickies lead 19-0. A penalty on the Hobart kickoff moved the ball up to the Lowell 35. And that's where the Red Devils will have possession and their first offensive set of the half. The first down snap was handed to Joseph Ewer, and like his counterpart was off to the races, breaking a tackle and being run out of bounds at the 18-yard line. And a good start for Keith Kilmer's squad. It was Ewer again, carrying down to the 1. Then it was Ewer in for the touchdown. An exciting finish to the first half and the opening minute of the second. The Caden Britton extra point attempt was good. So with 11:18 left in the third, each team scored a touchdown, and the Brickies lead the Red Devils 19-7. Trey Gibson received the kickoff at the 7 and carried to the 30, and the Brickies will be on offense. On first down, freshman quarterback Noah Ehrlich let one fly over the middle and grabbed by Mickey Jankovic inside Lowell territory at the 31. And a lot of action in the first minute of this period. It was Gibson on the first down carry for a yard. On 2nd and 9, nothing doing, and a 3rd and 9 coming up. This time, a pass to Mickey Jankovic for 6, and a 4th down attempt next for the Brickies. Again, it was Gibson, but the Red Devil defense was up to the task and made the stop, and now Lowell will take over on downs. Taking the ball on first down was Joseph Ewer for a tough yard. It was Ewer up to the 31-yard line, but a couple yards short of the marker. Then on 3rd and 2 for the Red Devils, it was Joseph Ewer working his way to the 38 and a reset of the chains. Next, it was Riley Bank taking a turn up to the 47 and a Mark Enslin tackle. On 2nd and short, Joseph Ewer got the call again. This time a loss of a yard, and now a big 3rd and 2 for Lowell. And it was Bank on the keeper, and another 1st and 10 for the Red Devils at the Hobart 43. Joseph Ewer on the carry, this time for about 2 yards. Alternating plays, it was Riley Bank for a few, and another big 3rd down coming up for Lowell. Mixing in a pass to Ryan Marks for 3, and a Colton Charlo tackle. Then it was Joseph Ewer up the gut down to the Hobart 32, and a 1st and 10 for the visitors. It was right back to Joseph Ewer for a yard on the carry. Finally, for the Red Devils, it was junior cornerback Riley Bank for the touchdown. A nice drive by Keith Kilmer's team. The extra point try was good, and we have a ball game, folks, with the Hobart Brickies leading 19-14, and an eternity left in this game. Trey Gibson made the catch at the 5 for the Brickies, and all he did was take the distance for the touchdown. But a push in the back penalty on Hobart negated the score, and the home team will be on offense from the 46 of Lowell. But the run back was worth another look. On first, it was Gibson for 3. Gibson again, and a fresh set of downs at the Red Devil 35. Next, a quick out to Luke Abbott down to the 15. From inside the red zone on 1st and 10, Gibson on the carry down to the 8. That'll do it here in the third period of play from the Brickyard in Hobart. With the score, the Hobart Brickies 19, the Lowell Red Devils 14. The fourth quarter is next. To begin the final period, and a first and goal for the Brickies when Trey Gibson was handed the ball, and he carried down to the 1. Finally, on second and goal, Ehrlich on the keeper, and he was almost dropped twice by his own teammates, unintentionally of course. The first by Trey Gibson, and the second by Braden Carlson. But the Hobart cornerback fell forward and scored the touchdown. The Hobart kick was grabbed at the goal line by junior Braden Walker, and on a nice return carried to the 20, and a Gavin Miller tackle. On the first down play, Joseph Hewer picked up about 5 before Dakota Vanderberg made the stop. Next, it was Riley Bank on a first down carry up to the 32-yard line. Then it was Joseph Hewer for 4. On 2nd and 6, Riley Bank rolled left and found Kyle Simmons on the first down catch. Joseph Hewer on the first down run, spinning his way for a couple. From the 46 on 2nd and 8, it was Bank for 5. So on 3rd and short and everyone expecting a run, Riley Bank took a 5-step drop, had time, then unloaded a pass that was caught by junior James Langan, and the Lowell Red Devils continue to stay within striking distance. The extra point was off the mark, so with 8:11 left in this one, the Brickies lead the Lowell Red Devils by just a touchdown. Dakota Vanderberg fielded the kick, then zigzagged his way to the 40. Good field position for the Bricks to begin the drive. On first down, Trey Gibson powered his way for 5, and a little rugby action included. Next, it was Noah Ehrlich rolling left out of the pocket with Lowell in pursuit. He then unloaded a pass targeted for Anthony Williams, who had 5 yards on his defender. The Hobart senior made the catch and was dropped by Braden Walker at the 20, but another opportunity for the Bricks. Trey Gibson on the first down carry for 4. It was right back to Gibson for a tough yard, and a nice stop by Lowell senior Spencer Barta. Then on 3rd and 5 from the 15-yard line, Ehrlich took one step back and with Kyle Simmons coming in for the sack, released the ball that was caught by Mickey Jankovic and a touchdown-saving tackle by Brandon Walker. So on 1st and goal from the 4, Trey Gibson took the ball and was immediately hit by Kyle Simmons for a loss of 5. Another nice play by the Lowell senior. Then on 2nd down, Ehrlich rolled right, fired an end zone pass that was off target, and a 3rd down next up for the Brickies. Then on 3rd down, it was Gibson in for the score. But also credit the offensive line, whose up front blocking made it easier for the Hobart back. And now the Brickies lead by a couple possessions and the clock becoming a factor. The Brickies wanted to make this a 14-point lead and decided on a 2-point conversion. Then a pass in the end zone that fell incomplete. So the lead remains at 12 with 4:51 left in the game. Braden Walker received the kickoff at the 6 and on a fine run back carried to the 34. And the Red Devils have some work to do. On 1st down, it was Joseph Hewer going wide, then getting it in for about 5 yards. But on 2nd and 5, Riley Bank took the snap and rolled left. And coming through from the linebacker position was Ryan Flores like he was shot out of a cannon. And he dropped the low play caller for a loss. But on the play, a Hobart holding penalty moved the ball up to the 49. And the Red Devils have new life. On 1st down, Hewer on the carry for a couple. From the Hobart 49 on 2nd and 8, Riley Bank carried down to the Hobart 42, bringing up a 3rd and 1. Bank called his own number again, and not only picked up the first, but yardage down to the 26, and the Lowell Red Devils just keep on coming. It was Hewer down to the 22-yard line. Then on 2nd down, Riley Bank looked for pay dirt and fired a pass over the middle that was picked off by senior Mark Enslin. And that should just about do it for the Bricks. But on the play, a couple fouls, a procedure call on the Red Devils that the Bricks declined. Then a personal foul on Hobart following the interception that will be walked off, and a 1st and 10 for Hobart at their own 11-yard line. But let's get another look at the interception. It was Gibson on the carry for a loss of 1. Gibson again for 3 positive yards this time. Once again, Trey Gibson for a few. The Bricky 4th down punt was grabbed by Ryan Marks at the Hobart 43 where he was dropped, and Lowell will have a 1st and 10 right there. On 1st down, Banks swung one out to Joseph Hewer in the flats for a short gainer. But on the play, the Bricks shoot themselves in the foot on a roughing the passer call that will set up the Red Devils 1st and 10 at the Hobart 23. And stranger things have happened. This time, a Bank to Jackson Skinner pass down to the 16-yard line. Next, a pass into the end zone and a John Johnson touchdown. Keith Kilmer's team never makes it easy. The extra point attempt was good, so with 22 seconds left in the game, the Lowell Red Devils are an onside kick away from making this interesting. But the kick was a perfect grounder that Ryan Flores scooped up, and he took it in for a Brickies touchdown. What a crazy game. The Hobart boot was fielded by Tristan Lamping, and he carried to the 32 with seconds remaining. On first down, it was a bank keeper inside Hobart territory at the 49-yard line. That will do it here from Don Howell Field at the Brickyard, where we had a tale of two halves, the first being a defensive game and the latter two periods with plenty of action. This was a fun game to watch, with the Hobart Brickies outlasting the tough and determined Lowell Red Devils squad 39-27. We would like to thank Hobart High School and Athletic Director Mike Black for everything they do. We'll see you next time. For New Concept Video Sports, this is Bob Guerrero.